protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Williams. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks, it's Cuevas. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They want to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
With the catch, it's Miller. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Alabama! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game.
And the returner is stopped. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hainsworth. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Takes the handoff. It's Flowers. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Turning it on! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. They'll give it to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hainsworth. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's...
Breaks into the open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. That's number 15 on the year. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Gonna run it. It's Flowers. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Under fire. That's caught. It's Bernard. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this team will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. sends the offense onto the field again. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The throw. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Hainsworth. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Rebels are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Wide open downfield. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw again. Oh, they're after him. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry.
They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, I bet Trent, the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And the try is no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the...
There he goes! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The give to the back. Quick step and go. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go